Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Flamish Experience. Sorry we're a little bit late. The Iron Lords had me on the show as a cameo. Was awesome. You can see that show over at the Iron Lords. It's also on Twitter. I retweeted everywhere. So, but yeah. Besides that, we're here. Of course, new week, new guests. And yeah, of course, we want to thank Dooger. Dooger 2, what you called? You called Dooger 24 on Xbox. You have all these names. Like, welcome to the show. Um, yeah, and beside, I wait, hold on. Can they hear you? Is that fine? No, no. You can only hear me. Yay, there we go again. Sorry, guys. Yeah, hold on. I need to adjust this. Say something, I'm giving.
There you go. So, did you hear
Yep,
that?
anything.
There you go. So, did you
Hey,
hear
hey,
that?
perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Awesome.
So,
Okay.
sound issues are alleviated. Nice. So
So
now
that
we've got that. Over to you, Flamish.
yeah. So we'll start over. Dooger 2, Dooger 24. Thanks for coming. I
Yeah,
mean, they could hear
good.
me. They couldn't hear
Glad to
you.
be here. Thanks for having me, Flamish.
Of course. I mean, I know you for a long time now. So, since the beginning of my Xbox days, I think
Really,
it's been a
really.
while. It's been a while.
So
Yeah.
this is my first meeting of the Dooger. Never met you before, dude. So how about you tell me about yourself? Who are you? What kind of what do you play? Just introduce yourself, dude.
Uh, well, I'm Australian, if you couldn't tell from the accent. Um, I,
Couldn't tell.
I,
Couldn't tell.
couldn't tell. Okay, couldn't tell.
Carry on.
I've literally, what do I do? I just play any game, honestly. Any. What else is there? Uh, just a real fiery in my whenever I get called. That's about it, honestly.
So,
Much.
okay. So, that's a little bit vague. It's all good. It's all good. Flamish has left us, so now it's the he's there. He's fine. It's now the animated evil experience. So, what games do you play, dude?
Um, well, recently I've been playing Halo Infinite
Mm-hmm.
as well.
Yep. Halo.
Ugh.
Check. What else?
Uh, I jumped on, but I got stuck in a lobby for about an hour, so I gave up on it. I jumped on Warzone, got stuck in
Oh,
just sitting in a
oh,
lobby for an hour, so I was just like,
ah,
yeah, bugger
no,
this, I'm out.
no, out right now. No, I don't do Warzone, but I've played Warzone, but not so much lately. I think it's a piece of shit. I'm gonna be honest. So Halo's the game you're playing right now. What else do you play? Do you play racing games? Do you play? Have you played Forza? That's the question.
Forza Horizon.
Yeah.
No, not really. I don't usually.
Not
I,
really. Not really.
no,
So
hold
what?
on, somebody's coming in.
Someone's coming in. Beat me down, Scotty.
Beam me down.
Someone's beaming down. I've got to ask. So, okay, we've discovered that you play Halo. What kind of games do you play generally? Is it first person shooters? Is it that kind of? Is that what you do?
Yeah, I just play first person shooters.
See, I'm the opposite, really. I'm not a fan of first person shooters. Flamish is brilliant at first person shooters. I'm going to be honest. Every time I play a game with him, he destroys me basically in the score wise.
That doesn't mean I'm good. That just means that you are not great.
It doesn't mean you're good. No, correct. It means I'm absolutely fucking terrible. That's what it means.
You just need to adapt and overcome, and everything will be fine.
Is that it? Is that it? Right? Okay. Is that the ethos we're going with? I just need to adapt and overcome.
Always. That's why if there's one thing I can say about myself because of gaming is when I'm jumping to parties and stuff and I'm playing with other people, it always seems that I'm getting the hang of things really quickly. So I learn really quickly, which makes me overall competitive as well. Really quickly, like, murder things. I will call it like that.
Yeah.
But over long periods of time, it isn't as helpful.
So I have to ask, Doogie. You said that you've known Flamish for a very long time. How did you meet Flamish?
Just ran into him on party chat one day. Just
What
across
game?
him. God, I can't remember that one.
MMO.
Oh, you're talking about Neverwinter. Yeah.
Neverwinter.
I think
Yeah.
Yeah, Neverwinter. That one was that one.
Oh,
That
interesting.
one was. It's still a good game.
what, I'm going to ask, what's Neverwinter?
What? Okay.
It's a playable version of Dungeons and Dragons. It's free to download on the Xbox. It's only. I'll tell you how many gigs exactly it is. Whatever the hell it is. There it is.
No, the size doesn't matter. Tell me about the gameplay.
You're in a third person. Like you're in third person all the time. What else is it like?
Well, let's just call it an MMO.
Can't really just...
Is it a third person adventure game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What's it?
Yeah. Very simply said.
Yeah. As well as it's in it's a role playing game as well, so you can role play through it if you want. It's up to you.
Okay. Makes sense.
I keep looking up into the corner because the TV's just over there too. Just over that way.
Oh, it's fine,
So
man.
You'll keep seeing me look over there with my control in my hand.
It's all fine.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. Cerebral Paul. Hello, sir. How are you?
Oh, we can't hear you. Your mic is again muted.
Nope. Let's try it again. Just make sure your mic is turned on, dude.
G'day.
It will be right back, I guess. Technical difficulties, people. It's a real thing.
Technical difficulties, indeed.
No, but
now, Flamish, you've just been right on the Iron Lords podcast.
Yes,
haven't you? And that's an amazing achievement. How do you feel? Because let's be honest.
I want to talk about it a little bit later.
Do you want you talk about it later?
It's fine. It's fine. I just think it's funny that you're hosting all of a sudden.
I'm not hosting. No. We're
just asking for your experience.
I'm just asking question.
literally, guys, I've been talking to them for a long time. They've been on the show before. I have them in a nice, neat section. The Iron Lords, all 4 of them been on my show, which is a unique opportunity because some of them are really hard to get, especially Solverin.
Yep.
He has very hard schedules that he has to keep to. So getting him on your podcast is really hard. And yeah, they
I
wanted to
was
come on.
I was present for the Lord Sovereign, wasn't I?
Yeah, I think it
Um,
was at least
I
one of
was.
them. You were.
Yep.
Klaus was on another one as well. But
I was present on Sovereign and Miss King David.
yeah,
I, I have been on 2. I can't remember which. Oh yeah, yeah, Cognito. So I've done Cognito and Sovereign. Yeah,
yeah,
and shout out to those guys. They are fucking amazing, aren't they? But
yeah,
yeah,
they are.
you've just been on their podcast.
Yeah. So since then, I was talking with Cognito to get a schedule together so I could go on their podcast, right? The Iron Lords podcast, which is an awesome show, of course. Always goes on for a long while, so it's really a lot of great topics and talking over there. And the thing was that we couldn't get our schedules to work together, and they had a lot of guests, of course. So getting it working together is a little bit harder. And he was like, I asked a couple of weeks ago, hey, in October it was. October I asked like, hey, is there any time frame you can give me when I can be on the show or something, right? Because it's been a while since I asked. And he said like, oh, I can do it at the moment, but I could give you a cameo. Which is just come on the show, talk about the topics, right? I thought it was a quick cameo. I didn't know what it meant, but that was what it turned into. Awesome. Love to talk about topics. It was great. Smiling the whole time, of course, being the positive gamer that I am. The positive person. And Paul's back! Yay!
Paul's not.
Paul, we can hear you now, dude.
Hey, I don't know.
How's it going?
Paul? No?
Yes, no.
No?
It's obviously
It's,
we're having issues with Mr. Paul for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah. I do love the background. Christmas is already at his door.
Yeah, definitely his shining out the Christmassy background, isn't he?
No, but really, guys, go support them. It's an awesome show, awesome people. What they do together is just great content. Really enjoyed. Really enjoyed. I'm always there. I'm just lurking. I don't read chat that much because yeah, I don't know. I just watch basically. But awesome, great.
Fair enough.
was fun.
So Flamish, what games have you been playing this week?
Well, since yesterday, we got a new game, Corvus, from the developers. So I'm playing a game, yeah, that's released, and I'm going to do a review on that. So soon there will be a video on 4GQ TV, of course, where I do all my reviews. So, and that game is awesome. It's awesome so far. I only play an hour though, so it's a little bit, but so far it's awesome.
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Yes, Paul.
Yes, Paul. Yes, hello.
If you can slide.
Discord's being a
yeah. What you do is slide that sensitivity maybe a little bit more down.
Do that.
Yeah, you're cutting out all the time.
Yeah, I'm gonna deal with
it. Okay.
Yeah. No, we're nearly there, Paul. Okay. It's a bit like you are doing this, and
I think he knows. Just
yeah.
He'll get it right.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah, but besides that, man, I had the stream last week where I tried Mortal. What was it again? Mortal Souls, Mortal something. That's how forgettable the game was for me. I didn't like it. It's like Demon Souls and all that stuff. Mortal Shell, that was the game.
Mortal Shell.
That game is not my game, man. I enjoyed the time of it, but it's just not my game. Look great, played awesome, play fluid, but
Yeah.
just not my game.
Not a fan, no.
Nah. I turned the stream off after an hour and said like, hey, I'm gonna play Crash Bandicoot 4 now because I never played that, and I finally got on PC, and I've been back in WoW. World of Warcraft. I'm playing it again.
What?
Animated.
World of Warcraft, really? Back again?
Yeah, I'm back again.
Jesus
I got the
Christ.
new
No,
guild.
no.
Shout out to the Dutch people for
Out.
adding me to the guild.
Out.
I was just on stream with someone, watching someone from Dutch playing the game. I was asking like, hey, what's a good character to play? WoW again, right? As I played always a warrior or hunter, and I will play something new. And he was like, yeah, try the paladin. And then he put on the mine sound. Do you know from the Eagles in Nemo? Mine.
Mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So I was like in chat, hey, I can do this sound in real life. So he said, no, I need to hear this. So he invited me to Discord, and I never left. So since then, I'm playing WoW with them, and it's going great, man. It's awesome. We're playing all the new content, and yeah, I'm enjoying myself so much. So
So for me, I have played a couple of games this week. Have either of you guys played Deer Simulator?
yes,
Yes. Oh, what a fucking brilliant game!
it's the new
I
Game
like
Pass
it.
game that came out like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I haven't given it a go yet. I might.
Oh, do you know what? If you haven't played it, it's fucking it's hilarious. It's funny. It's good. It's a real good game, Dooger. It really is. However, I've got some problems because some of the I finished it. Some of the achievements will not unlock.
What?
Yeah, seriously. So
Okay.
I in True Achievements, I have all the achievements. Okay, on my Xbox, it says I still need 3 or 4 achievements. It's like, really? Come on, really? So the achievements are broken on that game. Not good. Today I have started playing Octopath Traveler.
Yeah, you streamed
Don't
it.
know. I streamed it. Yes. I will be streaming it after this show.
I might be
Wow.
working now, and I hate Discord.
What a effing game Octopath Traveler is. It's brilliant. It really is brilliant. It's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Paul, you were saying you hate Discord?
Yeah, because it's the only one I have this problem with.
Oh, now it's
Everything else-
working great. It's working great. It's
We can
fixed.
hear you. We can hear you. We can see you, dude. It's all
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. If you could have read my lips a couple minutes ago, I might have got you.
I
in trouble.
saw you were
Yeah.
getting a little bit annoyed with it, so I was like, okay.
So the question: what you been playing this week, Paul?
Yeah.
I don't know what have I been playing this week. I have no idea. You know me, I play a little bit of everything. Let's see. I did a little bit of what's it called? Age of Empires. A little bit of Forza. A lot of Far Cry 5, of course. Or 6, whatever the hell it is. The one with.
Far Cry
I
6.
think
Yeah.
yeah. And I think that's about it. Except Halo for, of course, community game night and stuff. And I even did some solo Halo stuff. So, other than that, that's about it
Okay.
that I can think of. I don't know.
I'm
You know
curious.
me. I'm usually, everybody says, "What have you been playing this week?" And the answer is yes. You know.
It's fine, Paul. Everybody has their things. I mean,
Well,
you
because
could.
I bounce around so much. I mean, animated knows that. He knows that I'll bounce from game to game to game to game, depending on
Yep,
I'm the
what's my
same.
mood.
absolutely,
And,
absolutely.
yeah,
I'm the.
Set up.
I even didn't forgot to mention a game that I was playing. That was It Takes Two. I played that on PC with clowns all the
Ooh.
way through,
right.
and we're going on the
Oh,
Xbox now to get all the achievements. So
yeah, I saw him earlier. Well, last night. Saw him playing it with him. Too bad it's only a
Yeah.
two-player.
yeah, it's only a two-play
Yeah.
game.
Yeah,
It's sad that it isn't a single-player game as well, but I do understand
Well,
it.
it takes two. It's not like it takes yourself. You know.
Yep.
No, I
Me,
know, but it is
me,
sad that if you don't
me.
got friends and you got no one to play with, you can't play
Well,
the
that's true.
game. And it is an awesome story. I
Yeah.
love it.
The same way.
Me and you, Paul, need
yeah.
to continue that, dude. We really do, because we
Really.
started that, didn't we? We started that game.
Yeah.
Me and you, Paul. We do really
But
need
we,
to.
we can already tell some of the puzzles are going to be very frustrating for especially me for some of the jumpy
Oh, that's
crap.
fine. It's fine. It's fine. I can
Hold on.
cope with
Let
your
me.
frustration
Yeah.
as we did the
Yes.
the previous game.
Well, it went a
Um,
way out
we,
was a lot
oh,
easier though. There were only a couple of sequences in a way out. We just had to figure out what was going wrong. It seems to me there's more platforming in It Takes Two than there was in A Way Out.
Yeah, yeah.
so do you think you won't be able to?
No, I'll still try it. Just get ready to hear words that Well, you usually do hear
Oh,
them from
dude,
me.
dude.
Yeah, yeah.
As always, I'm there for you. It's fine.
But
Yeah.
You know
Dooger,
that. You know that.
Yeah.
It's fine.
so
Sorry.
you were also playing Takes Two?
I was trying to, but
You need someone to
Yeah.
play with. That's what
Oh,
you're saying.
the question is, Dooger. Okay, you tried to play It Takes Two. Who were you playing with?
literally no one. No one was
No,
there.
you're trying to do it on your own. Okay.
I can tell you if you really need someone, I can be there.
Yeah.
We do it somewhat like our time frames are different, but I'm more awake when I'm in the morning, you're in the evening, so it's good. It's good. I could play with you if you want to. Just invite me when you want, and I'll go with you to the game. Now, the most important part of the game: do you want to be the boy or the girl?
We'll come to that bridge when we
Do you
come
want
to
to
it.
be the husband or the nagging woman? Yes. I told you to clean the garage.
I definitely
blah, blah.
think, Flamish, you need to be the nagging woman. Yeah.
Yes.
The
yeah,
nagging
yeah.
woman does more platforming. I can say that, in my opinion. That's a little bit more of the platforming stuff. But yeah, it's a real co-op game. I'm actually very surprised, and I found an Easter egg, which is so awesome. Do you remember when he said "F the Oscars"? That moment.
No.
Nope.
Joseph Sarah? No. Joseph Ferris? No.
Nope.
At the Game Awards a couple of years ago.
The guy that made it. No.
That is the guy that made the games.
Yeah, the guy that
He's
made
the
the game,
director. So he basically put that in the game. There's
Really?
yeah. So I don't know where you are. I'm just gonna ask you, where are you in the game?
Where am I?
Me?
Where are you guys in the game?
I'm very early because I've only played
Yeah, we're not
a
even
little
out of
bit
the
with
garage
Paul
yet. We're not even out of the garage yet, I don't
and
think.
and a
You're
little
not in
bit
the garage. Okay.
and
So-
a little bit. So I've only played a little bit with Paul and a little bit with someone else.
So I will say this. When you get to sort of a space level, right? I will tell you this. There is a certain pillow staircase thing where you need to climb up. That's off the beaten path. It's on the side, but you can see like a rocket on there. And on the top one is like a satellite, and then you can scan around the stars, I would say, for different audio fragments, and that's one of the Easter eggs. But it's not. You don't need to do it. It's just something you can do. So it is fun to see that. I loved it. I saw it today. So it's also in the video that me and Klaus are recording for putting on the 24-hour streams. So yeah.
So Flemish, did you ever play a Way Out?
Yes, fully completed 2 times.
Yeah.
Awesome game. Finished both sides, so I know what's going to happen with one side or the other side. But that's a great game as well. I enjoyed that one also very much. But I love those deep stories. Those stories that he brings to the table are so good in those games. Yeah, we enjoyed them. We enjoyed them.
Cool.
Now, besides that, guys, I have. Hey, Timmy, what's up in chat? And also back from that from earlier. I'm sorry, didn't went live at the time I was going live. So I went for yesterday. Me and my girlfriend went out to dinner, and we did show cooking. Now you're thinking, what the hell is show cooking? So someone's like they're putting on the show while you're cooking. No, you don't. You don't cook yourself. So it is Japanese, and you're basically at the table. You put this skirt over yourself, and it looks cool, like very traditional Japanese. And then you got this guy on a hot plate in front of you that's cooking all the stuff right in front of you. And then in one of the dishes, he was putting some eggs in there, and he cut them up, and he basically threw a piece inside my mouth.
Really?
Yeah, that's so cool. Such a cool thing. I didn't, yeah, it was cool.
Not about that. You're gonna hear a truck.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Your sound is pretty okay. You have to do something like that. You have to go to a Japanese restaurant where they actually cook in front of you and just experience it once. But try to experience it when there's not a lot of people.
We have a different name for it. I can't think of what it is. One of them is hibachi grill. They call it, or one of them.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Where it's really cool to watch what they do. They'll do like the onion volcano and stuff like that.
Yeah, and with the pepper and stuff, like twirling it around and all this stuff, and then with the salt, like tick 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 tick.
Yep.
I got some videos. I will put them on Twitter. I put them in DMs, but I'll put them on Twitter with the food that we got. We got lobster and stuff, scallops. When it really went all on board with it for once, because it's been a, let's say, a good occasion. So yeah, gonna keep that private, of course. But no, let's say it was really nice. I do recommend it a lot. So is there any one of you that had a good experience with like food restaurant that you were really amazed at? They would say this is something you have to do or eat.
Sounds kind of like me.
Food? Is
How
that your
about
thing,
Macca's?
Dooger?
Yeah, sort of. Well, I'm pretty big on around the stomach. Yeah,
Not
I'm
saying
gonna say
that.
Macca's.
Not saying that.
Hungry
You said it yourself.
Hey. I'm gonna go Macca's, Hungry Jack's, some fast food shit.
Fast food. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, fast food. Walk in, you sit there for 10 minutes waiting for your order, saying this isn't fast.
Mm-hmm. And after you eat it, you say this wasn't good either. Yeah.
I paid how much for the worst slop on the planet, including. But at the same time, it's supposed to be like a quick meal type thing where you're supposed to just have something to enjoy for a few minutes before you get back to doing whatever you were doing.
Okay.
sometimes it's really bad. It's neither fast or is it considered food. But I mean, you're like, yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah, I still need to eat. I'm hungry now. It's my own fault. Damn it. No,
Yeah.
any medieval, you ever experienced something that you say like you really have to try this? It's a dish, it's a restaurant, it doesn't matter. Like special type of restaurant, something.
Not really. No, not really.
Nothing.
No.
Okay, Paul.
um, I have to say one of the best meals, a couple of best meals I've had. Actually done it a couple of times. Ends up being really expensive. But a chef's table. If you go to a nice restaurant that has a chef's table, where they bring you like 8 to 10 courses, and you basically taste everything. They bring you different wines to match up with the food. It ends up being like usually over $130 a plate type of thing. But you really get to see what really good food is all about. And you think, well, and that first day they bring out these little servings, and you're like, man, I am not going to get full on this. But by the time they're at the end, you're like, oh my god, I can't take any more, you know, because it's 10, little things that all of a sudden you realize you've eaten a whole lot of, and a lot of it is rich and good,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
plus you've been drinking all that wine all the time, and between each course they bring you like a sherbet to cleanse your palate so that you can taste what the next food is supposed to taste
Oh,
like.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That,
cool.
yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
So 10 meals basically, and then servers in
Well, they
between, or
start
is
with
that?
like they starters and salads and main dishes, you know, a meat dish, and they just go all the way through all kinds of stuff, different. And no place
Now
is
you're
the
just making
same, and
me hungry.
it's usually what the chef specializes.
That's dope, man. I would love to do something like that. Like many
Yeah,
dishes. The most we
yeah,
had was yesterday, and there was 6.
yeah,
And then we had like the sorbet in the middle of the meals. And I'm like, why is the sorbet in the middle of the meals? But apparently it's a
right,
thing to probably cleanse your palate, right? It was like
yeah,
a small ball of sorbet.
yep.
Um,
That's exactly what it's for. That's exactly what it's for, is to cleanse your palate.
okay, cool. I didn't
And
know
then
that.
when you do something like that, it's better to go with like a big group of people
Yeah.
because you're all enjoying it together. It's like a group thing. It's not like you're going to go sit alone at a table and have this guy shovel food at you for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
The
Agreed.
low, like, give me the next dish now. I'm bored. I'm sitting here all alone. No, yeah, I understand.
Yeah,
Like,
the first one I went to was actually
Makes sense.
one of the winners of Top Chef was the executive chef in the restaurant.
wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I mean, and then talking about something else that also has to do with food, I also has been doing Netflix shows again. And one of the shows that is really great if you love everything chocolate and desserts and stuff is School of Chocolate.
yeah, I've seen that.
That show is so great, guys, because Amari something is a very famous chocolatier. He works a lot with chocolate and does amazing stuff. And I love his work. I see it on YouTube, Instagram, everywhere. And yeah, just seeing how he does stuff is very interesting. And because it is something I studied, I'm just more interested in that. So it's cool to see stuff like that for me. But it's
Fair enough.
it's a thing you
Yeah.
should see if you like chocolate. You can
You
learn
know,
a
I'm
few
not yawning
things.
because I'm bored. By the way, I'm just yawning because I've been up forever. So
But I'm also mostly yawning on my own show. I don't know why, but now I'm energized. I guess the Iron Lords did something.
Really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I
Iron
did
Lords.
watch the stream.
Oh, you
Sorry,
watched it?
keep going. Yeah, I did. I was sitting there watching it. I didn't know what really to make of it, besides them talking about like all the different games about
Yeah.
Battlefield, and then you were talking about Titanfall and stuff, and I was just like, ah,
Well, it's
that would
more
be
like
cool.
opinions.
The thing is, the Iron Lords is a very, very, very long stream.
Yeah.
It's like 3 to 4 hours usually. But it's interesting. It's great to see those guys. It's good to listen to them, and it's awesome to see that Flamish joined in as well. So it's good. But for me, the Iron Lords is far too long. Personally, that's my personal opinion. It's 3 hours too long.
I will tell you why it's not too long, and this is my opinion.
Yeah,
the first
absolutely.
the first thing on the show they do is talk a lot about the creator they got on, like give him an interview, and then besides that you have extra people jumping in, right? And those people then they talk about the topics on the show, and they do have a lot to talk about. They do have a lot of, like, King has a business sense. He talks a lot about the business side of things, right? And they all have their own separate opinions. And I think it's cool to have a show that takes a little bit longer, but really goes in depth in different topics and in different opinions about those topics. I think it's really cool. I think it's a really good, solid thing, and that's why many people love it, because 600 people in a show like that is a lot. I
It's
mean,
brilliant.
yeah, they have a good thing going. I mean,
In
can
Well,
itself, in itself,
and they know that not everybody stays for the whole show. You know what I mean?
yeah.
They
In
know that
in
people go in it.
yeah, in itself, it's an absolute fucking brilliant discussion. They do an absolute fucking brilliant um, chat. But for me, it's too long.
yeah, I can understand.
And do you know what? That's a personal feeling. That's all it is. It's a personal thing. They do 3 hours, really? Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for me, that's a personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
The stream from this morning was about, I think it was 4 hours, and I can't remember the minutes.
Yeah, exactly. 4 hours plus.
Well,
Right?
I came in like an hour and a half, and it took me 2 hours and a half with them to get to the show. So I can understand that it took a lot longer for Issa to be there. So it's probably like 4 hours and a half this time
You
around.
you were supposed to be on a cameo, and you were still there for what, 2.5 hours, weren't you?
Yeah, that was a cameo for them.
A cameo for 2.5 hours? No, not for me.
Well,
As much,
I
you
love
know
to
what?
be there.
I,
So
I love those guys. They are absolutely fucking brilliant. Every single one of those guys in that thing is awesome. But a podcast for 3 hours?
oh, come
Too
on.
much.
Let's not talk about it. It's your own opinion. We'll just
Yeah.
keep it.
And,
You know
and,
what?
and it is just my opinion. That's it. You guys might disagree, whatever. It's my opinion. That's all it is.
Heck, a lot of people think 2 hours is too long.
What's in this, Lemon? What's in this? It's water with grenadine. Like a nicey sweet.
You know, if you do it with ginger ale, it's basically either a Roy Rogers or a Shirley Temple. So
Iced
there you
tea.
go.
In a nice iced tea glass.
Say hello to Lemon. Hello, sir.
Yeah. And by the way, I have a sad story as well. I ordered a cup from Microsoft, right? I ordered my 20th anniversary controller, which was here from somewhere in Europe that got sent. Now this cup gets sent from America. Now they forgot to tell you that there is customs on that cup. So I had to pay almost triple for a cup, which is $16 for one cup, and I had to pay $10 shipping, and now I need to pay $20 for customs. So that's a $45 cup.
They don't just take that out like one payment.
Don't break the cup. In fact,
So
I wouldn't even wash in the dishwasher at that
my
point.
cup is not gonna be a drink that's gonna stand. I have a stand. I'm gonna put it in the stand. I'm gonna keep it there because I'm not gonna use it. It's a $45 cup of Meowster from here, like basically Master Chief with a halo with a kitty face. Basically, is that. So
Oh,
Fair enough.
yeah, it's like.
See, that's what you get for living in a little podunk country, man. Oh,
Hey, I can't. It's not my fault that I live in Belgium. Come on. Now,
weather in Australia at this time is hot.
who is excited? In 3 days we have Halo.
Me, I'm excited. Like,
In
just
4 days we have the Game Awards. Right? And then in I think 12 days or something like that, or a little bit less, I think it's the 12th. So in 6 days we have the Gunk coming out. So I want to talk a little bit about the Game Awards. Any
and in 13
speculations?
days is my birthday. That's the important one. 13 days.
Oh yeah, that's the important one. We're
Yeah.
gonna we'll think of something, but no. Let's see. So who is going to play Halo Day One? First of all,
I will. I will be. For
Hi
sure.
there.
I think anybody on the everybody on the show, animated.
Not me.
I-
Not me. Nope. I'm not going
What?
to.
Really? Okay.
Definitely be playing it.
Really? Yep.
It's coming out at like 10 p.m. or something, so I'll definitely be playing it on its
Yeah.
release.
Okay.
11 a.m. for me. 11
Yeah,
a.m.
for me it's 5 p.m. 6 for you. It's 5. Animated.
Yeah.
But why are you not gonna play it? What's wrong? You
Because I have not finished the story on 4 and 5. Simple
But-
as that. I have
yeah.
been playing. Yep, I've been playing.
Do you want me to rush you through?
No, well, you
Do
can join me if you want.
Yeah, I want to join you. I want to like.
Yeah, but Flamish,
3
he's gonna
days.
want to watch he's gonna want to watch the cutscenes, and
I
you're
don't
gonna be
know.
like, going, let's go.
No. I'm not like that. If I respect something, it's someone watching cutscenes.
No,
I do love
So-
those cutscenes.
So I have not finished. I've not finished 4 or 5, and I have specific friends that will run through those games with me. Yeah. So I'm a little upset because I can't play co-op. All my Halo experiences have been with co-op with a couple of my best friends, Big Al Boomer, Dragonwolf. Yep.
Well, at the rate you're going, co-op will be released by the time you finish 4 and 5.
It's true. It's true. But why would I do single player with Halo without my friends? I'm just a little bit pissed off that I can't do co-op.
Yeah, I understand. They bring it at a later date. I like it probably needs a little bit more work. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, Al, do you want co-op, or do you want co-op that work? Okay, I mean that's gonna be your two options.
But
I'm going to be honest, Paul. Co-op is my thing with Halo.
I
Okay?
understand, but you
And
understand why
I'm-
they're delaying it, right? I mean, they
I
want to give you a good product.
Fine.
They want to give you a good product.
It's fine. It's fine. It's all good that it's delayed. So I will not play the single player until I can do co-op. It's as simple as that.
I think that's a very
I-
respectable decision. I mean, I do understand if you play all the Halos from back to back in co-op that you will not play this single player. I can understand that. I think it's very noble that you want to wait that long. Probably a couple of months.
I will wait. I will
Well,
wait. It's fine.
it's probably going to be April or May, probably.
I think it's gonna
But like
be
I said,
6 months.
Yeah,
well,
absolutely. I'm fine.
no,
I'm fine with that.
that was the
I
time
am
that was the
absolutely
time they
fine
gave
with that.
before. Now
I
you're
think it's
looking at
gonna.
April or May.
Yeah,
So.
I think it's gonna be around 6 months before they bring
I
it back.
am.
Could be
I
less.
am
Don't know.
absolutely fine with that.
So,
It's good.
but I am telling you, Animated Evil, if you need someone for your Halo experience, I can help you. I can play again
I'm
with
sure
you.
you can. Yeah, I'm sure you can.
I have the time, so I can do that. That's fine. That's fine. I can get a few Halo spurts out. But yeah, as soon as the 8 rolls around, I will be playing Halo Infinite though. I enjoyed them all, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for a couple of months to have the story spoiled by everyone and say, "Oh, it's a great game, except the end, though."
So
Just imagine
I,
everyone saying that.
I have to ask then, Dooger, are you
Yep.
gonna go with the? Are you looking forward to Halo campaign?
Yes, I am.
You are.
Yeah, because it's actually no offense to anyone in general. 4 and 5 were just shit.
Okay.
They just were. Like you went for number 3, a good ending. Well, it could have ended there, but they didn't. And then they dropped it into a a shit beginning type number 4. Then number 5 came along, and yeah, it just went it just went downhill. Now it's back to coming back out of that hole.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a stance. That's a good stance, I suppose.
It is. It is.
You didn't like 4 or 5.
Yeah. I played them all the way through as well. I like Halo, but 4 and 5 were just shit. Sorry for my
Give
language,
me
but yeah.
1 second. I'll be right back. Sorry.
Absolutely.
So, are you saying you're a Halo fan from 1, 2, 3, and you're saying that 4 and 5 was shit?
Yeah. Like
Yeah, yeah.
Reach Reach was awesome. Like I grew up playing Reach. When I was at school I played Halo Combat Evolved and then started playing number 2 on the computers.
Yeah.
Oh, that brings back a few days. Yeah.
There for days.
Oh, but yeah,
So,
the
Reach was okay, but 4 and 5,
Reach.
I think 4 and 5 were okay. I mean, story wise, I don't know where I'm going with them because I have not played them. Multiplayer wise,
I won't ruin it on you too much. I'll just tell you that you can go straight through and not look at and like the scenery. They've got some good scenery, but when you go through and do the gameplay, you've got all this new type of like I'm gonna say monsters honestly because they're not really aliens. They're
okay,
machine forerunner things, but just kind of throws everyone for a loop.
okay, fair
Yeah.
enough.
That's-
Obviously, you are not spoiling anything story wise there, and I appreciate that. But do you know what? It seems like you're like the game was shit. Did you think Halo 4/5 was that shit?
yeah,
It's,
they were.
it certainly
Like,
seems that's where you're going with.
yeah.
You're like, oh, I'm a massive Halo fan. However, 4 and 5 was shit. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
Like, four and... Oh. I can see there's going to be a few people upset with that one, but
No. It's fine. It's fine.
But
Do you know what?
Yeah,
It's
saying that
your
about
opinion.
Halo is one thing, but it's okay. We all said that about Mass Effect. Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, awesome. Andromeda can kiss my ass. You know.
Do you know what? It
It
doesn't matter whether
True,
people are going to say it or not. It's your opinion, and that's what I'm interested in. Basically. Yeah.
I think it's fine to have a healthy opinion. I mean, and as long as it's healthy and constructive, why and how, and it's not just something that's blown out
as long as it's based
proportions.
in reality, is what I've learned. Is you
Yeah,
can have an opinion, but it needs to be reality based.
yeah, it needs to be structural. Like it
Yeah.
needs to be a good opinion, right? That's
Yeah.
something I
Well,
love. That's
the thing is, Flamish, the opinion is Halo 4 and 5 was shit. That's the opinion that our Australian friend was saying.
Can you give a little bit more elaborate thoughts about why you talk about this shit? Do you need to have the
everything to do with like the Master Chief ends up getting brought into number 4 in cryostasis, where he wound up in number 3. But they're over a forerunner world where even if like it's kind of a weird setup to start with, then where even if like saying,
There we go.
oh, we're going backfeed there.
Yeah, that was lemon. No worries.
Yeah. Well, with it like number 4, it just went into it and just started. It went in for all like the Covenant fell apart, and they've got a few things happening. I can understand that. But bringing into a whole new type of enemy straight off the bat, as soon as you
Yeah.
get in, you wind up fighting some Covenant, then you go straight into a new enemy, just like instant.
I have to put this
Kinda
on the big
threw-
screen now.
Kind of threw me out of the loop with that one. G'day.
Lemon! What's going on? That's awesome. Yeah, see? We got Master Chief right there, boys. We got Master Chief right there.
Best intro ever.
Do you know what? I wouldn't have thought
Master Wedding
that'd
right
fit
where-
on your big head.
Hold on. Let me
It
just
did.
get this right.
But it did.
Hey.
Let me get this right.
Yeah.
Let's get this right. Landed down under. I don't even know you, but you do not know Halo. Let's talk facts.
Yeah, so if you don't know him, Dooger, he is a guy that speaks all the facts. He knows what he's talking about. If he doesn't know what he's talking about, he doesn't
won't say
tell it.
nothing.
He will
That's
say it. So that's Lemon, ladies and gentlemen.
Salute to you. I saw you repping on my people's channel today. You did a great job, Flam.
Thanks,
Welcome,
man.
sir. Welcome,
Appreciate
sir.
it. Ah.
Continue before I step on the mere peasants.
Jump in. The conversation's open.
Nah, I want to
No,
hear your.
no,
I want to
no.
hear your difference of opinion. I gotta
My
hear this. He
opinion-
said 4 and 5 was shit.
Yes, they
Okay.
shit.
Paul, I'm
Not
on your
word.
BS today.
What?
Hey,
Yeah, so
with
Dooger, yeah. So,
number 4, they brought in new enemies. That's no. It's like, yeah, it's good they brought in new enemies, but at the same time, why did they change from like there was still flood and everything else going on from number 3? Like a lot of stuff was going on,
Mm-hmm.
and the then when you go into number 5, like 4 ending up with I can't remember the bloody name of him. That's how much effort he put into my mind. He ended up getting
Lock.
defeated by Cortana, splitting
Lock.
herself,
Lock,
and then
maybe?
Let him talk first.
I can't remember the name of him. Anyway, that's how important he was to me. The whole
Okay.
campaign.
Yeah, but in
Died,
4,
that's it.
in 4,
Died.
hey, we did have Master Chief being the main role, right? I mean, what
Yep.
what didn't you like about 4?
Well,
Was
in
it-
number 3, you got to run around dual wielding pistols and all that. They didn't bring it into number 4, but that kind of happens when they changed the the
The
from
developer.
developers. I forgot
Yep.
the name of it for a second. Putting me on the spot there.
No problem.
Master Chief
Yeah, when
said,
they
toast
changed
out to you.
developers.
Let's go.
Like from Bungie to 343.
Yes.
That's understandable. They changed a few things, but they completely changed it from one type of enemy running through it to now they've got the Forerunners
Mm-hmm.
are still alive somehow, and it just threw me for a fucking loop. Honestly, that's what made me go like, yeah, I don't like it.
So I
Just
guess you just you didn't like the Forerunners. You didn't like that aspect of where they were going to story with those.
Yeah, that's where like
Okay. You know that 5 will also, like the new Infinite, will
Oh, that
also
makes
have
sense. That
the
makes sense.
Forerunners in it. You will know that, right?
yeah, but they also kind of brought back the like when
I'm
4 and
just
5 came
warning you. I'm just warning you
really-
to not be disappointed up front.
yeah, when 4 and 5 came out, it also didn't give me that type of feeling like it's a new Halo. I want to go out and buy it right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that
didn't
makes
do
sense.
that.
That makes sense.
I
It
literally
makes sense.
I waited like 2 years before I got it.
I still haven't
I didn't say a word, Flemish. I didn't even make a face. I'm listening to him. I'm listening to him.
Jump.
I'm
You
listening.
can jump in with your opinion too.
No, I want to hear you clearly. Because you know what? I'm going to say this. You don't have to like Halo. You could think 4 and 5 is shit. I told everybody, I'm a Halo specialist, all right? I told everybody, you're not going to like 5.
Yeah.
They tell me why. I said, because you're making Master Chief look like a villain and he's the Superman of the universe. When I said that in 2013, everybody said I was crazy. But I read the books. I played through both of the RTS games. Dudes are hyped for the new villain and don't even know where he come from the Banished. They don't even know about them.
Oh,
but
man.
everybody see him in the new Halo Infinite. Oh, he's awesome. You did not play Halo Wars. You a fraud. Because that's where he came from. The RTS game, which was not a huge success.
Yep.
That's a fact. What I'm saying is 4 set boundaries. Let's talk about facts. The community complained about dual wielding. I didn't even like it. So they took it out.
Yep.
You blaming the developer, but the community was complaining. Just like the Battlefield community. Oh, the last 2 games campaign is trash. So they said, you know what? We going to how Battlefield started. Multiplayer only. Now everybody said, well, I don't have a campaign. You got to pick your poison. You got to pick your poison. You see what I'm saying?
No, that is on the developers. Okay, I'm gonna.
No, but listen. If they listen to you, Paul, don't get mad because they listen to you.
No, I'm mad. No, they didn't listen to me. They listened to people, and they. Well, the single player campaign sucked. So instead of making a better single player story, they pulled it out.
Listen to me. The
They,
last two
they did
Battlefield
they
single
did the
player,
chicken thing. They did the
they was
chicken
both awesome. Do you remember what they was talking about in the last two Battlefields? Why they sucked? Do you remember? Because if I start bringing this up, it's gonna sound like I work for Activision. They was
No,
very
the whole
sexist
show.
with the woman being a lead character. Do you remember that?
Yep.
That story was
dude,
awesome.
I don't,
Yep.
but see, they've made this mistake before. They did the same thing with Titanfall. There was no
But
single
Titanfall's a
player,
different
there was
game.
no shit.
We talking about
But no,
Battlefield, a
but
bigger
it's
franchise.
it's the same idea. The same
Listen.
idea.
And people complained about Titanfall 2 and wanted 1 back. Am I making that up?
No, but Titanfall 2 has one of the best single player campaigns ever.
Yes,
That was
but
in
the
response
community
to-
did not like
that was
it.
in
They
response to
preferred Titanfall 1. And I was like,
What are you talking about?
Hold on. Paul.
What are you?
but it's not me talking. I'm talking about what was happening in the community.
You're misremembering things.
Really?
Nobody prefers Titanfall
Really?
over Titanfall 2.
Especially multiplayer. They prefer 1.
No.
Well, hold on. When
No.
the game first came out, Titanfall 1 felt like the better game. Titanfall
Yes.
2 wasn't in a good place.
No,
Now,
it was not.
Later on,
Not with the community.
the community did give it a little bit of a spin with some new updates and stuff. But still, to my opinion, I think Titanfall 1 is a better game. I did like where they went with it, and I don't like the class-based Titans that
A lot
they
of
got in
people
the
didn't.
game.
A lot of people did.
Yeah, so
It took. We could talk about sales because it failed. They begging for 3. All I'm saying is, if the community is saying something, I'm not talking about Paul. I'm not talking about Lemon. We talking about the majority of people that go out there and say these things. Now look, 343. They're a great company. First of all, let's go back to 4 Story. 4 Story was awesome. That ending with that boss was amazing. We ain't never got an ending like that. Halo 1 and 2. Let's rehash. Anybody played the Master Chief Selection? That long driving sequence was dragged out for absolutely no reason.
That
It
took
was
so long.
boring.
That took 10 minutes.
It's for no reason.
True.
And guess what? Nobody talks about that.
Yep.
Yep.
Then you got people who say, "Oh, they're introducing all this different new stuff." If a game don't involve, the next thing you say is, "It hasn't changed since 1." You got to evolve with the times, not you as anybody on this panel. I'm saying the community. And then, like I always say, I've watched people who complain about sprinting in the game. Every game got sprint. Can you run in real life? Yes. So we supposed to walk and shoot everywhere? No. But then I say, let me listen to my boy. He's a content creator like me. Let me see you play Halo. And then I see you play it and you're trash. That's why you want to walk. Game too fast for you. So you want to take your opinion and push it on other people. I respect this guy's opinion, right? Never met him, first time. I just want to hear what he got to say because I'm in a different Halo space than he is. But I can respect what he's saying. But let's not get crazy here. Halo 4 and 5 is not shit. Because if you take Halo 4 and 5 and compare it to somebody else's first-person shooter, those are great games. But you're comparing Halo to other great Halos.
Yeah.
You only can compare it to itself. Because when you take those games, especially the multiplayer, we ain't gonna even go there. Biggest multiplayer on one platform ever.
So hold on. Let me. So basically, what you're saying has to rephrase it that instead of it is shit, that it's just the worst Halos for him.
For him, Halo 5 is. Listen. What I told my boy, right? I said, listen. He complained. I love Locke. I love Locke. They didn't introduce Locke. They just had a team chasing Master Chief, right?
Yeah.
They didn't introduce him. They gave him no background. Halo Reach, we knew those guys was going to die. People love Halo Reach because they introduced each character. Each character had a feeling. It was a drive. It's like a Gears game. Each character had development. Hey, Gears 4, they didn't develop the characters. They threw in the old guys. Gears 5 is a better situation. It's a better implementation. It's like watching the first Justice League and then watching the Snyder Cut. Those are two different movies. Now everybody loves it because now you get an explanation, you get a backstory. Halo 5 was not going to be the game. So I told my boy, I said, listen, you know what was wrong with Halo 5? He said, what? I said, you didn't dominantly play as Master Chief.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? That's not true. I said, you're not a Halo fan. You're a dude that plays Halo. First thing Phil Spencer did when he announced Halo last year, you played a whole campaign as Chief. Why? Because the community wants to play as Master Chief. If you want to make a side game, ODST, Reach, anything like that, nobody has a problem. But when you hear Halo, you want to play as the king. That's just what it is. So while we was watching this live stream on my channel, I said, what did I tell you? Yeah, you was right. I said, because I'm a Halo dude. I told you this game wasn't going to be back. It wasn't going to be good. Because you making the when Superman went rogue in the comics, that wasn't a huge comic sell. Am I wrong, Flamish?
No.
They had the whole galaxy fighting one dude. They had to immediately switch that around. Now we in multiverses. All this, that's planet Earth 59. Come on. Because it didn't work. They can't do that with Halo.
Yeah.
Can't say that was another universe. But to correct it, y'all get to play as Master Chief. We're going to continue the story. And that's what's going to happen. But I agree with him. I'm not disagreeing. I just want to hear what he got to say. Because, you know, I'm a different ballgame. I read the books. I played every Halo game, including the RTSs, where the Banished was introduced. People don't even know where they came from, but they're talking. Oh, this dude is awesome. How you know? I know you didn't play Halo Wars because half the people that's talking, if they played Halo Wars would have sold millions.
So, Dooger,
Oh,
what were
I
you
have
saying before?
played Halo Wars 1, Halo Wars, and then Halo Wars 2.
Okay.
The full campaigns and everything on
Okay, and did you love Atriox in the campaigns?
them.
Or the Banished in general?
Well, yeah, the Benish was kind of a good character to play as. I can't
Yes.
disagree with that.
Okay.
Yeah, they're gangsters.
But
They like
I'm more
thugs.
I'm
Yes.
more. I primarily played like I go back and play as the UNSC all the time through it.
Okay. Okay. And you like the story where you went to in Yellow Wars 1 2?
Yeah,
And
the
you see
first one,
yeah.
like it spot on for accuracy. Like it was between, I think it was 1 and 2. I think that one was sort of like 1 and 2. I
Yes.
remember it was 1 and like, it was like a buffer between them. So got a different outlook on it.
Okay.
And then Halo Wars 2 is like it's just coming up before Halo Infinite comes out.
Halo Wars 2?
Yeah.
Nah.
It's
You said
been out
before-
for years.
Years.
Like I mean like if you go off like chronologically in
Oh.
the
Oh, you
Halo,
talking about like where it happened? Right. He's correct.
You mean the
with
story in games?
that.
Yeah.
Come out in the
that's-
story. Yeah,
yeah.
right. In story's case, yes.
Okay.
it sorry, I'm just adjusting. Like the it makes a lot of sense, but number 4 kind of threw me for a loop. Like that's what kind of threw me out. It does make
Yeah.
kind of sense, but it doesn't.
Okay.
That's my way of
But
seeing it. Makes sense, but doesn't.
Okay, but when you let's go back to the Halo Wars, right? And the story with Atriox. Are you excited for the new one because of everything that you've seen from the story with the Banished?
Yes, I am excited, mostly about that.
Okay, and why?
Because it's just I'm just gonna say it because it's just freaking awesome.
Okay.
Just go with the awesome answer.
Just with the awesome answer. Okay. So
Jump in, Lemon.
yeah, Lemon. So just in
you want-
general, your thing about Halo Wars going to Halo Infinite, right? What is your take on it?
Well,
Lemon.
if you size it,
So
I'm kind of speechless. Like my brain is just overloaded for a second.
You ask me a question?
it is your first time, Dooger. I know it can be overwhelming, right? You've not been on the podcast before. I appreciate you being on the Flamish Experience for the first, right? So it is a lot to process, especially with Lemon around. He has a big
Yo, I didn't go
personality.
at him. I took it light. I even shut up, right? Animated?
No, it's fine. It's just
Yep.
the personalities flowing
Yep.
around here. It's,
Listen, I'm an aggressive speaker, but I'm also very knowledgeable. So
yeah, that's true.
Hey,
That's true.
bro, I have read only. I can honestly say I've only read one book, but I.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I haven't read any books.
You've only read one book ever? Oh no, I'm kidding, dude.
he's getting messy. Shout out to Messy Pops.
So
thank you.
okay, Lemon. What I was asking you,
Sorry,
Halo.
I was checking
So-
my phone and I had muted. I'm sorry.
it's fine. So I was asking you about the Halo Wars franchise, right? The 1 and 2,
Right.
with the story about the Banished and all the stuff going to Halo Infinite. What's your take on it? Do you what do you
That's
think about it?
That's somebody who needed to be in a main Halo game. Them dudes is gangster. They don't care about Spartans. They don't fear them. They're not running talking about the monsters coming. No, they want all the smoke. So I expect some big, rough battles. Because I said, yo, why the Banished is not in the main Halo game? It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you don't never wear your best pair of shoes outside. You always wearing the beat up ones. Nah, these dudes is the truth. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna be rough.
Yeah.
It's gonna be rough. Plus it's not really a bounce back game because the last Halo was the most successful Halo in the whole franchise, financially and sales. So it's not like they're bouncing back, but they have something to prove because people wanted to play as Master Chief, mostly. So
Yeah,
but you know, any game that generates $5.8 billion on one platform, Call of Duty last year, Cold War generated $3 billion, and it's on 3 platforms.
Yep.
I'm just saying, that's kind of big. That's kind of big.
Kind of big.
so
Yeah.
Animated. What's your take on the whole story aspect? Did you play Halo Wars or Halo Wars 2?
I have not. I should. I know I should, but I have not played them.
Okay,
No.
maybe
Hold on,
because
Flemish. Let me interrupt you. I wanted to say this to my man, Animated. You know I love you. You my god, dude.
Yeah.
You haven't beat Halo 4 and 5, and Infinite's dropping in a couple days.
I have not beat Halo 4. and
Somebody
5.
shut his mic off, ladies and gentlemen. Shut this guy's mic off. He's crazy.
I am.
Shut his mic off.
I'm gonna pull him to
I-
the story, Lemon. Don't worry.
I have not beat Halo 4.
Still not the experience.
or 5.
I could tell him what happened too. It's not the same. Not the same.
He wants to play it in co-op, though. I do respect his.
No, I did
Yeah,
respect that,
I-
but this is not the
Yeah.
first game to not release with Forge and co-op. People keep acting like this is the end all be all. Every Halo did not launch with that.
Yeah.
It did not.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, but people are saying, oh, this is a disgrace. I'm like, this is not the first Halo to do that. Forge was an afterthought, and they just wanted to do something for the community, so they gave you your own map designer. That's what Forge is. I don't even play that. So
And on the previous
you know-
version, it's a much smaller map area. It's not like open world. Forge
It's
and
like-
open world is a whole new.
I know
animal.
y'all really don't get into Battlefield, but me and Flamish been playing. We played them Portal maps, and Portal is awesome. It can be awesome, but when you put developmental skills in the average dude eating oodles and noodles in his house, all those game modes they making is not good.
I play against my bots now.
Now that sucks too, but you should practice against your bots and play against your people.
Yeah,
Don't
but
play
that's
with
what
your-
I mean. I play
you
against bots,
practice.
but also to level my guns because I can level the
No,
guns.
yeah, you need the
against
gun
bots.
parts. Facts.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, forget. I don't care about Forge. I don't care, because some people do stupid stuff. Like, you know, in Call of Duty, in Battlefield, we playing the game. I'm trying to go prone behind a rock just to load my gun. They have an option so you can't go prone.
Yep.
That's changing gameplay. like, I ain't
Well,
messing with Forge.
there were some fun Forge modes
Yeah.
that we saw. Like one time
Yeah,
on
it was.
community, I think Animated knows this and Paul as well. On the community game night, we were playing like this duck sniping game where you go from left to right across things and try to snipe them off. That was
Yeah,
fun.
they got people that's creative, but if you change gameplay, like the only gameplay I would change is when you get down, you can crawl behind cover.
Yeah.
So your teammate don't get shot. I would always add that. And I saw that in there. I said, oh, that's awesome. But changing to only go prone, you can't go prone. You only can kneel down. Not in Battlefield. You kneel down, sniper there. You cook food. That's it.
Yep.
You're just gonna die.
So only play a sniper. That's what he said.
But anyway, I'm sorry, Animated. I know you didn't beat 4-5. You're not playing Infinite.
Yeah.
I was listening.
Oh, good, dude.
So maybe later after you beat them 4 and 5, because the co-op will not release at least for a couple of months, I guess.
That is big for some people, though.
Yeah, you could play Halo Wars 1 and 2 and play those and get the story from the Banished, so you know what they're about. Yeah.
Yeah, this is true.
There's some really good cutscenes in there with the Atriox, and I love them. I love them so much. Paul, did you play the first and second one of Halo Wars?
I have. I've played a lot of Halo. I don't get into it like the rest of these guys. The story to me is not as engaging. I like Gears of War more. I got more into Marcus guys, into Master Chief.
I can see that point. It's more homegrown. It's more family orientated.
Yeah.
It's like you really gotta save the world. Master Chief is a different type of story. You know what I'm saying? I can agree with that. That's why I love Gears, because I don't play Gears multiplayer.
You kind of got to know their backstories and their personalities, and that, to me, that's missing in Halo. You know, Master Chief is awesome. You know, he's Superman.
Right. He's the badass.
I don't know much about him. You know, where did he come from? Who is he really? And they keep that down for a purpose, for a storytelling purpose. But for me, that part's missing. That's all it is. But I enjoy the games for what they are. The RTS games are harder than shit, by the way.
Yeah, they are. That's why a lot of people tapped out. They're like the Dark Souls of RTSs.
Yeah.
If I have to say one thing about it, I don't like RTS on console. I don't like it with the controller. If I
don't
play
like it either, but we don't have no choice.
Yeah.
Now we can can we not not play it on PC?
Now, but you know, no matter if I put it on my laptop, Gears Tactics, or my PC, I still played it on my console.
Yeah, but Gears of War Tactics is another type of RTS.
It's an RTS. It had PC controls on PC.
Yeah.
But it did the controller better than any RTS ever. So I played it on my
but
console.
Gears Tactics, you do have your turns against theirs. In Halo Wars, it's all about it's real time. Yeah,
Real
so
time,
it's different. It's different.
Like Command and Conquer.
Playing that on console is
the taking turn things is more like XCOM, which I also like.
Yeah. Facts. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
That's
problem is there's a point where you have to go get cases and you're trying to outrun them carpet bombing, and I can't get past that stupid level for the life of me.
I want to replay Halo Wars, but I might be a little too late.
Yeah.
Well, I'm probably gonna play that as well at some point on PC again. On the console,
I love
was
RTSs,
okay.
man.
I actually didn't finish them myself, but I went online and searched for everything, so I was knowledgeable about what's coming up with Halo Infinite. So
I might go back and I will cheat my way past that level I'm stuck at. I'll watch a YouTube video to see just so I
Yeah.
can
It's
do
the best
more of the
way.
game,
It was
so I can do
animated.
more-
He went to sleep.
Yeah.
No, he said he said it's bedtime very soon.
Oh,
So
But yeah,
we'll see. We'll see.
I don't go to YouTube to do stuff like that unless I really have to, because I do want to see more of the game. But
Right,
I'm
right.
stuck. It's like, okay, and I've tried hours and hours, and after a while, you're right. It's like a Souls game of RTSs. It's
Yeah,
like,
it is.
oh
It
my
is. It's
God,
very tough.
I don't want to redo this for the 4500th time.
Yeah. So it is not, it's not an easy game. Let's say that. You do have to put in some work if you want to finish it. From what I've read. And that's always the case with RTS, in my opinion. RTS games are just not that easy. You do have to have some sense of tactical abilities and
Yeah,
all
tactical
the
and
kind of.
strategy are really big in those games.
Yeah, it's something that I do love, especially in board games as well, like Risk. One of those games that I really love the tactical feeling of it, and RTSs are my thing that I normally go to. I played a little bit of the 5 Age of Empires, which is fun. 4.
No, I
I
haven't
mean, sorry,
mastered that yet.
you haven't.
See, that is so much to do. I have to be on my PC for that.
You have to. You can only play it on PC.
I know,
Yeah,
but I'm
don't
saying
have
like if
to
it
do
came to console, it's so much. It's
Right.
so much stuff to do. I would
I
play that on PC.
I think it would be a very
Everybody-
bad console game.
That needs to come to console, and yes, they could, but it would be really hard to control it with
No.
any kind
Well,
of.
technically, you can play with keyboard and mouse on console also. Let's
Yeah, but how many
let's not
people do
forget
that?
that.
How many people
But
do
it's
that,
still,
Lemon?
it doesn't matter. It's an option. It's up to you to want to do it.
Right.
I have the keyboard.
You know
I
what?
got that Razer turret. I can
Um,
play on my console in anything with my keyboard and
Yeah.
mouse.
What,
With
what's
the cost of keyboard and mice now, there's really no excuse not. I used to keep a keyboard connected to my console all the time anyway, just because
Yep.
we're typing shit in. I hated.
Listen, we had to with Dreamcast, right?
Yeah, it's like.
If you
holy
played them
crap.
Japanese games, they was old fashioned. They ain't had no chat. You had to type in.
Oh,
So it's not the first time.
I hate when when my headset's not working or I don't have it. Somebody send me a message and I gotta respond with a long message, and I gotta type it in with this piece of shit.
by the way, Dooger,
Click, and it's like, oh, son of a bitch.
at any point when you want to jump in, just jump in, man. This is just conversations like we have on Xbox Live.
Yeah, same as Xbox Live. I'm usually just sitting here listening.
Well, it's fine, man. Just if you want to jump in,
I'll
you
let
just
everyone
jump
else have their
Take your
say.
hands around. We'll notice that. Well,
in. It's all
First
fine.
of all, Flamish, I don't know. Did you introduce the games and stuff he liked to play?
No, mostly I don't do that kind of stuff. I just ask what is playing, and then topics come up. You know how the show works. No, how the show works,
know, we gotta. I know, but I'm saying you gotta know what type of gamer he is. Like I don't even know his name.
Dooger.
What is his name?
Yeah.
Dooger.
Oh, you know who I thought you invited in here? Doggy Dog with the long hair.
No, what?
That's who I.
You thought he was Doggy Dog?
No, I didn't think he was. I said when you typed it in the chat in Twitter.
Oh
Then when I
no.
came in here and you said the land down under, I said dog is not from the land down under. Well, it's good to have you, my guy.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, man.
And you ain't gotta like goddamn Halo. There's 50 other million people that will. Even my man Paul is playing multiplayer consistently. I'm proud of you, Paul.
I will say one thing. If Halo doesn't become the biggest launch of this year, I'm gonna be amazed.
No, Halo always beats out the other Halos. And then when everybody kissing so much Halo behind, it's a no-brainer. It's
Well,
kind of like it's a no-brainer.
If it doesn't hit 10 million in the first week, I'm gonna be amazed. Seriously.
Forza didn't hit 10 million the first week. It hit it the second week.
Yeah, second week. I know, but I think Halo can do even better than that.
Well, Halo's a bigger game. Of course, it's supposed to do better than that.
There
Well,
will be
yeah.
some shifting because people have been playing multiplayer for a month when this launches next week. This week, so you're gonna see the numbers kind of move around because some people like me are gonna focus on single player at least for a while.
Yeah, I think the
I'm going single
multiplayer
player
will-
too.
I think
I'm going single player too, and I want a one. This is a game I want a 1,000. I want to do everything.
the only thing I hope is that this game is not like 15 hours long. Because it's an open world game, I do expect to put my time into it.
No,
like-
listen. It's still a first person shooter. Let's not get crazy. It's not going to be no 200, 100 hour, 40 hour game.
No. I think like if it's like 25 hours long.
If it's 15 hours, that's excellent. You know what Call of Duty is?
I know.
You know what Battlefield
5
stories
hours.
are? Do you want to talk about Titanfall? How long? The first person shooters do not have that type of longevity. Only Far Cry. Because you got 1,000 side missions.
Yeah, I know, but this
One
Halo
of the
is
last
open
Call of
world.
Duty- one of the
I
last
get
Call
what
of
you're
Duties
saying,
I bought-
Flamish, but you can't discredit it because first person shooters don't do 10 hours.
Well, some do, but
Some.
Far Cry.
well, even some beyond that, because remember the first time I played one of the later Call of Duties, and the single player campaign was 5.5 hours. I finished it the same night I bought it. I was like, I just
Yes.
paid $50 for a game. I just spent 6 hours
Yes.
playing and I'm done.
Yep. I
I
didn't
was telling
play.
them. I was telling them.
I was less than happy. I was less than happy.
We was
with
talking
that.
about with Noof and Mag last night on my channel. I said, yo, listen. I threw Call of Duty Vanguard in the blender real quick. I
Yeah.
beat that game in under 5 hours, and it had the longest cutscenes I've ever seen in Call of Duty. So if I take those cutscenes out, what did I actually play? I felt
Yeah.
like Metal Gear Solid 4. Remember that? Watching a cutscene for an hour.
No.
The game actually was 3 hours long.
Yep.
And they
Yeah.
didn't have an option when it first came out to skip the cutscenes.
There are
For-
so many
for-
games
for-
out there.
For a
Yeah,
Yeah,
single
so
player
if they
first-person
got 15 hours, I'm happy because there hasn't been one Halo with 15 hours.
Well,
For a
I'm
first-person single-player shooter, I aim for between 10 and 15. Is
I'm-
my sweet spot.
I'm gonna make a bet that this game is at least 20 hours long. I'm gonna make a bet on it.
Now, because they made it open world and we're just
How
going
much
with
would
the
That's
bet
what I
be?
mean.
You believe it's open world? I just
Well-
know. But listen. Let me explain.
Yeah.
Gears
yeah.
of War was not open world.
No.
No.
I think it's gonna be the same type of open world. Open world is not like that's open world, Grand Theft Auto, Immortal Phoenix Rising, The Witcher, the whole Assassin's Creed. Those are open world games.
Well,
This is a different style of game. It cannot be like them games.
no.
It cannot. Witcher has 200 hours of gameplay. 200.
That's not what I think.
I
That's,
don't think it's going to be as linear as Gears of War actually
No.
was.
yeah,
Well,
Gears of
well,
War was
well,
very linear.
They're just gonna give you a little bit more freedom. Like you could attack things where you want to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
That is
They've made
awesome
that part
in
clear.
itself.
They've made that part clear, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't think people keep running with this open world. If you think in Grand Theft Auto, it's not gonna be that type of open world. It can't be. It's too story driven. So, like Gears.
I know.
I love Gears 5, but I don't want to do that wind machine or rider slider ever again. Ever.
That stuff was boring.
It was
just
boring, right?
Yeah, I would prefer a fast travel system in that regards instead
Something-
of just the traveling around and,
And
then
then
the
you
special.
had to return to different spots. once you do something, and it was. But one thing I can say, they leveled it up right. Like if you had to turn on that tower, you had to hit the 3 little areas that controlled that tower. But they put those places on the other side of the map, and then come back to the other side.
Not only
Then
that,
pass the
Lemon,
tower and go to the end.
then some
you had good
areas,
battles once you got there, but goddamn, I was like, oh,
and then
God.
some areas were just for a special weapon or something that you could
Right,
get at the end or a
right.
special unlock.
Like I
for
said,
your
Halo 1 and 2, that driving at the end, that was stupid. That was
yeah
30
yeah.
minutes too long. I was like, this is just to make the game longer because it didn't make sense.
No, I think they just want to let you drive for a little bit and have the experience of driving.
Right. That's why we had Project Gotham back then.
Yeah. Now there are some worries based on some of the things they've said about the new Halo. Like you can go pick a place to take it over or whatever, and they're afraid it's going to become kind of like where you go take it over and you go here and take. So it's could become repetitive in that sense.
Oh
Listen,
no, I think they're gonna be
listen,
very different. There's gonna be different
listen.
things to unlock as well.
I know
Well,
one thing
we'll
as a
see.
gaming community, we have to just sit down and have fun with the game. Because you could
Yeah.
take any game and complain.
The
You know what I want?
Well, like
I
every
want
game.
I want a good story. But
well, look,
this generation,
I enjoy Assassin's Creed, but a lot of people hate it because they say it's too repetitive. But I enjoy the
well,
hell
do you
out
know
of
what they say is repetitive? And this is what I don't do. I don't do none of them side missions. Unless it's important to the main story. I don't want to go deliver 17 chickens. I'm sorry. That's why I hated
Well,
Grand Theft Auto 4. You made me go to the bowling alley and date this girl. There was no way around it. I don't play The Sims. I want to date somebody, I'll play The Sims. Or do it in real life. Don't force me to do stuff. So, but like I said, I'm not gonna nitpick. I'm gonna sit down. I'm not talking to none of y'all. I'm going off the grid. And at least for the first 2 days, I'm not gonna be online with nobody.
Yeah,
I've been
my
waiting for
plan is
6 years for this game.
my plan is Wednesday I will play it as soon as I can, and then by Wednesday night I will at least put out a short video with my first impressions, especially where accessibility is concerned, and I will put that out on my channel and maybe on 4GQ TV because being the accessibility side, I want to get that out as fast as I can. So I want about 5 or 6 hours in play before I do that.
yeah.
Yeah, just
But I
don't
will
just
make
Great,
very
just
great
don't
idea.
clear.
just don't do this for me. Do me one favor.
No
Don't review
spoilers.
the don't review the game like half the other idiots is gonna do.
No, I won't do that. I'm
People are
gonna
like, "Oh, I'm reviewing Forza Horizon 5. How
no.
in 2 days? How is that even possible?"
I'm going to make very clear that it's based on my first impressions
Right,
and
right.
what
An
I've seen so
overview.
far.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
you
how I
can't
do the
review.
stuff as well. I'm
You
doing that
can't
with
review a game like
Corvus.
that.
I'm doing that with Corvus at the moment. I'm playing the
Matter of
game.
fact, I should go download Corvus right now.
That's a good game, Lemon. I do love it a lot.
See, I don't trust you because you're the positive gamer.
Well, let's say if you like space, and flying
Yes.
around, you're gonna love
I'm a
it.
space shooter.
You're gonna love it. It's a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
go download it right
flying
now.
around. You can explore areas. It's cool.
I'll be right back. Let me start it to record. Record. Let me start it to download so I can play.
So while we're on the topic of, oh yeah, just do that first, Lemon. Dooger,
Yo.
anything else you want to talk about, man? Anything
Alright.
that you? I mean, you're very. I want to have you a little bit more
Bubbles
into
on
the
his feeling.
conversation. Come
Yeah,
on.
Dooger's
I
counting the
don't
bubbles.
understand. It's just, I've been fine listening as I usually do. Whenever I'm in a chat or something, I just listen to everyone else when they talk. I only talk when, like, if it's relevant to
Okay.
stuff. So
You're not
Yeah.
that kind of
What he's saying is
random.
we've said nothing relevant over the last 2 hours.
yeah. I'm definitely. I won't be reviewing like YouTubing or anything for the Halos.
Yeah.
For this Halo coming up.
Do you have a
At
YouTube
least-
channel?
No, I'd have to start one.
So
I've got a.
why do you say reviewing? Why do you say reviewing then?
I could start one just to to fuck with somebody
Okay.
as a prank, just to do it.
As a prank. Oh my god.
Why not just do pranking to people?
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Paul,
Just and just kill it when it's at its hype.
I No, hold on. Maybe one more thing. So, Dooger, you know the Game Awards is coming up, right? Anything you want
Yeah.
to see that's not have been shown yet?
I don't usually watch the Game Awards, honestly.
You okay?
I'm
Why?
because I'm usually busy.
And you
Right
don't
now, I'm
watch it
kind of winding down.
afterwards?
Yeah, I
You
probably
don't
will.
you don't skim through it, see what games releasing, what trails there are. You don't do that stuff. You're not that kind of hardcore gamer.
Do you hit
Nah.
YouTube the next day to see what was posted?
Yeah.
I usually get like a list comes through. I can't remember what games are getting released soon, like
Okay.
from EB and a few other sites. But
Yes.
other than that, no, don't usually.
Okay. So, Paul, what
Mm.
do you have any predictions you want to give for the Game
I,
Awards?
I don't do predictions for Game Awards or what videos I think we're going to see because I like to go in, if I go in at all, and if I don't just wait to watch them on YouTube, I don't like to give expectations because I don't want to be one of those guys that, oh, they should have shown this because you know what, they're going to show what they're going to show. They're going to do what they're going to do. I am a little interested to see what's going to happen with Psychonauts 2 this year. You know, some of
Hmm.
those higher end awards that we talked about on the show on GMX earlier.
Well,
Um,
can you
but for the
explain?
most part, I hate to say this, I don't give a lot of credibility to that awards program. You know,
Yeah.
I understand what they do and why they do it. I just don't think it's an even playing field much of the time. But you know,
I'll
Yeah.
be
wait
right.
and see.
Okay, see you in a bit. Yeah, I do agree, Paul. It is not a level playing field. I mean, Steam Awards are more level than anything else. And then you got like everything that Steam releases, which is almost all the games except for the exclusives, of
Yep.
course. And you can choose your own game that you want to be nominated for the games awards, basically, over there, instead of being curated by a select group of people, which is not in any shape or form genuine. Let's say that. So yeah, so Lemon, what's your take on the Game Awards? The awards in general, like, is there something you want to see that's not been shown yet, that you like to be
I
excited
look to the
about?
Game Awards for one thing:
Yeah, trails.
world
I
premieres.
know, but is there something you're
That's it.
excited about that you think is gonna be shown? Speculating about?
Mm.
It's only 4 days away,
I wanna,
so
I wanna, I wanna see something that Microsoft announced that we haven't seen a physical game, like a Perfect Dark or Fable.
I was gonna
oh,
say those are the two that lit top everybody's mind.
or
People,
and what about
they
Hellblade 2?
I don't like Hellblade 1. You see, that's why I differ, Paul. You see that, right?
yeah.
I don't like Hellblade 1.
You don't like
Just
it?
like I didn't like Psychonauts 1 either. Psychonauts 2 is awesome.
Yes.
Hellblade 1 was confusing.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was. Hellblade 1 was very confusing.
So,
It was
listen, I'm not
very
going to
over
say,
the
oh,
top with the
Ninja Theory
voice.
is awesome. It is because Microsoft signed them. I'm not doing that. I did not like Hellblade. I like a lot of Ninja Theory work. I, I, no.
What's your
I would like them to show something to interest me, like Psychonauts did. But Psychonauts, if you're an Xbox fan, so what? You only saying that because Microsoft bought them. Let's see what Psychonauts 3 do.
my
You get what I'm
Psychonauts 2?
saying? When it's exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Like, the
Like,
Outer Worlds was awesome. But let's see what Outer Worlds 2 do. Show us
Yeah.
something with that. That's what I'm saying. So listen, please show me something with Hellblade. I would be very ecstatic. Not because I'm a fan, because I would like to get into the game. You know what I'm saying? I beat Psychonauts on the original Xbox. I did not like that game. It was confusing. I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff in here is difficult
now,
to
let
do.
me ask you, when did you play the original Psychonauts?
When it came out,
So do you think now that you're older and more experienced, that you would come
I
at
tried to
with a
replay
different-
it. It's outdated.
Yeah, well, there is that.
It's
Yeah, I can
it's
also not play the
my
first
favorite
one.
game from back in the days. Right, I can't play. I'm gonna tell you a game I love to play. Metal Gear Solid 2. Them controls are outdated. I erased it.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
being, you know, I just keep it real. That's one of my favorite games. No, sir, I will never play
Oh,
that
I know
again.
some of the- yeah,
Code
some of the
Veronica,
older-
I
old-
tried last week.
Yeah.
Those controls,
Yeah,
I
we
can't do it.
can't go back to the older controls.
Right,
man.
right. I can't. It's frustrating because your the muscle memory is adapted to today's gaming. That's how when I hear dudes say, "Oh, I don't want sprinting in Halo." Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Like, they're never gonna not. Who's gonna do that now? They would never take sprint out the game. Like, who would want to walk around and shoot each other like we did back in the days?
Oh,
Nobody.
actually, and I'm gonna change a little bit of what I said. If I saw anything during the awards, I would love to see a world premiere. Here's a peek at that new Star Wars game we've been hinting at for years. I
Yeah.
think that would probably
Yeah.
get me to drop a load. That would
From the
probably
dude
That
that
would be
made,
awesome.
yeah.
one of my favorite games on PlayStation. That I think Microsoft should pick up. Detroit Becomes Human.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Okay, I see where you're going.
Them devs awesome. Microsoft need to
But
buy
yeah.
somebody. Everybody keep pointing to Sega. It's never gonna happen because Sega don't own Sega. Sammy
Yeah.
owns Sega.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, if they came out and they said, "Look, we've been telling you we're gonna do a bounty hunter based game, a Mandalorian type based game." Hey,
That would be
Awesome.
yeah.
They've got the raw stuff for 1313. Let's pull that shit out of the closet.
I
Let's go.
know what I don't want to see. Splinter Cell. Because dudes
too long.
with these huge channels have been predicting that they saw this and they're showing it at E3.
Oh really?
No,
Then
they
this-
ain't doing shit.
Listen, some dudes just need the attention. And we talking about people that we know, okay? Oh, I saw it. Right. I'm still
Yeah,
waiting
you ain't
5.5 years later. I'm waiting. So when it come out on the 7th year, I told you.
Well, maybe
Some
I
dudes
mean,
be lying.
I want to say I was hyped up a little bit after the reveal with Sam Fisher in this game and that game, and then I thought
Listen.
like they're building up for something, but now it's too
No,
late.
they're not. They do this shit all the time. They do
Yeah.
this
Right.
shit.
They just
Yeah.
adding a character to a fan favorite character to a game like Rainbow Six. It means nothing. They own the character. They put him in a shooter game. I have that character. I play with that character. Oh well.
No. So, Dooger,
He's
any
in Brawlhalla. He's in Brawlhalla. You know, it's like
Right. Like, oh my God, it must be something happening behind the
Right.
scenes. And then you hear my sources said your sources is you lying.
Yeah.
Stop with the sources.
So, Dooger, what do you think about the? Oh no, I already asked you, right? Any predictions?
I would be a bit hyped up for a new Star Wars. That
Okay,
would be cool.
yeah.
Especially a new Star Wars that didn't have the EA flag on it. I mean, yeah.
Without the EA flag would be awesome. To be
Y'all don't
honest.
think Star Wars Battlefront's a good game?
It is a good game, but
The game is awesome.
I want something without where it fails in the beginning.
Well, you know why it failed. They put pay to win. A real
Yeah.
microtransaction.
Real
That was
mic-
bad.
Loot boxes.
Pay
That's
to
the
win
reason
is
why
horrible.
loot boxes are banned in Belgium now. we
Listen,
can't have loot
need-
boxes
we need-
anymore.
We need more like Fallen Order. We need more like Fallen Order. Single player, story driven Star Wars.
Respawn did an amazing
I
thing
love.
with Fallen
Yo,
Order.
listen, Star Wars Battlefront is awesome, and that
Yes.
makes you feel like you're in the Star Wars universe.
Yes.
Especially when you get Darth Vader running through the field, through the levels, and he's killing people, and you gotta focus on fighting him. It's crazy, and vice versa. When you get your hero or your villain, that makes you. And the space battles. I mean, the Squadron game that came out, VR and normal. awesome. Let's not say
haven't
they've
done
been
it.
dropping the ball because them two
I
games.
want to do Squadrons in VR, but
Squadrons,
Yes, it's
I
awesome. And Jedi Fallen Order. That's 3 hits straight. Everybody made a hiccup, but let's not be crazy here. That Squadrons game is crazy sick. That is sick.
But don't give EA credit for Fallen Order. That was because the other company that actually made the game told EA to keep your fucking paws off our game. And
I get it, but they still paid for it and made it possible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
true.
Respawn works for them. You know what I'm saying? Listen, that's the parent company. Nobody's mad at ZeniMax when Bethesda mess up. Fallout 76 wasn't a hit. That's a fact.
Fallout 76 was total shit. Yeah.
Right. Nobody said, yo, ZeniMax, what happened? They said, Bethesda, what happened? So let's keep the same energy.
A lot of gamers even now don't realize that Bethesda is not its own company. You know
I keep telling people was like, oh, I don't believe this. I'm in a forum. I don't believe what Bethesda did with Microsoft. Bethesda didn't do nothing. They bought the mother company. They bought the company that owned all of them. They didn't buy Bethesda. They bought ZeniMax. Bigger deal.
And I think the owner, I think, you know, it was too bad he passed away right before that paper was signed, because that was his crowning jewel right there when he that Microsoft.
I don't know if people notice when you make a business, right?
Yeah.
Like a mom and pop store, and a corporation come and wants to make you a franchise.
Yeah.
They usually sell out. Because what they started the store with and what they're making, and then that final check of somebody investing in you. Dr. Dre invested in Beats by Dre, right? And Apple, as the corporation, said, we want to have this in our umbrella. Here goes $1.5 billion for it. You think Dr. Dre gonna say, nah, I started this company from the ground up. You can keep your money. Hell no. Give me that check. I want to be a billionaire. Right. That's what people do.
The founder owner of Bethesda, ZeniMax, he did do that, and this, you know, not with Microsoft, but for a few years. But he was getting older, and I think he may have actually known he was about to, you know, he was coming to his end of.
Well, listen to this. Let me give you another example. You know, Petland. You live in the United States. You live in Florida. You lived in Texas. You know, Petland discount don't exist no more, right?
Right.
You know, the owner died, and the kid said, "We don't want this.
Right.
We don't want to do what my father was doing." That's why they're gone.
Yep.
Instead of selling to a bigger corporation to keep Petland alive, they said, forget it. We don't even want it. So would you want that to happen? You wouldn't want that to happen.
Do you know who Robert's wife was?
Mm-mm.
Linda Carter, Wonder Woman.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I had a crush on her when I was a kid, boy. I'm telling you.
you.
Boy, them Wonder Woman wonder things, boy.
No, guys.
A friend of mine worked with them for a while around the launch of ESO, and he actually got to meet her at a company picnic. So yeah.
I'd have had to get me a bib because I'd have been drooling.
You know what? And if you still see pictures of her now, like she's been showing up in the new Wonder Woman.
I seen her in the last Wonder Woman.
She looks awesome. She looks great.
Yeah, look, I'm almost 50 now. She can get that smoke now.
So guys, Dooger, anything else you want to see for the Game Awards?
I want to see Flamish on my live podcast if I do it. How about those apples?
This Thursday?
That's when the Game Awards are, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody to be on a live podcast with, but
I don't know if I want to do it.
Well, the flag.
You know what? You know what, Paul? Because I don't want to be annoyed and be online. You know I'm a happy guy, so I don't want to be pissed off.
I
means nothing.
I will have to say I will jump in after the show that I want to do, but I probably won't see it on my own.
Why, it's too late?
No, because that's a little bit more exciting than all the other shows that I've passed so far. because of all the premieres that I want to see. So I can jump in a little bit later, but I think
You
doing
want a
the beginning.
selfish experience, you bastard?
I want self-experience. God fucking
You know
damn it.
what? I'll make sure I lock the room so when they end their show, you try to jump in. Lemon, can you get in? Oreo, stop it.
How long is it
So-
scheduled? Starts at 9:00 my time.
I think it's an hour and a half, something.
I just want to see the whirlpool biz. You matter of fact, I should just skip the whole show and then go to YouTube and watch all the world premieres.
That's
Because I don't like the show
yeah.
because it means nothing to me.
Yeah.
Because their opinions don't matter.
Apparently, there's also copyright music in there, so
It's
you would get
always-
flagged.
It's always goddamn orchestras and rock bands and
Yeah.
solo Japanese music songs. I'll be like,
Gonna beat the live performance of the Halo theme when you had the guy on the didgeridoo or the woman. You know.
I want to
Yeah, that-
say that Skyrim concert they brought out from an hour that was on the Xbox channel was also really good.
Yeah.
Yes,
There is
Dooger?
one other. There is one other I would like to see.
And that
uh,
is?
The new Elder Scrolls. The
Yeah.
Too early. Too
nah,
early.
it's way off.
Become-
But that would be
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
But that is.
That's too early.
We may at least get a coming soon splash of that somehow.
We're not
I'll
gonna
be in my
see
late 30s.
Starfield. We're not gonna.
And
Yeah.
of course they'll stick it in.
Starfield will not be on a show like this. It will be at
Yeah.
E3 next year. I can guarantee that.
And you know if they do the
So,
new Elder Scrolls, it'll be
Starfield-
they'll do that deep Xbox exclusive. You know.
Starfield is only coming out next year, and they're gonna show something off next summer. So seeing Elder
E3
Scrolls 6,
is in the summertime.
yeah. So Elder Scrolls 6 is not even in active. It's probably in active
It's not
development.
it's not even production yet.
Yeah, it's not in production, so we're not gonna see anything about that game for a long time because it's always how he likes to work. What's his name? Todd Howard?
Yeah, you know what?
I'm
though,
glad you said Todd and not God.
No, so
would
That
say
is
it
annoying.
Todd. Hold on, Paul. Hold
might
on.
be in early production because they got to do script writing and they got.
Yeah. It is in early production at the moment, right? They're working on the thing, but not in the main production. They're still working on Starfield. So all those guys will move over to when the game launches. But no. He said that we will not show a game until it is close to launch because they want to show the full product as it's intended.
He's always been known to do that. Always.
And they
always.
still got bugs.
So it's bug desktop, right? That's what they say.
Listen.
But I
You
don't
can't
like to
do
say
it.
that,
You
but
can't help it. No, listen.
the creation engine is very old.
Listen.
Let's say that.
No, but they evolve with each generation of console. But what I'm saying is, at least with the 360 era, right? Which basically started that, which kind of made developers lazy, is at least they could fix it later.
Yeah.
You understand? Before that, especially with cartridge, if you had a glitch, you stuck. There's no fixing. There's no. A lot of people don't even. A lot of younger people don't understand. You know, if Call of Duty come out broke, Battlefield come out broke, Halo they could change stuff and all it, anything current, 2K whatever. At least they can address it with a patch, a firmware update. Back in the days when we was blowing into them Nintendo cartridges and them Genesis cartridges, ColecoVision, Intellivision, 2600, 5200, 7800, we were stuck. There was no workaround. There was no fix.
E.T. Giant example. That game was broken.
ET was broke as hell.
I couldn't get fixed.
Jesus.
Not
Galogo
only that,
13. I don't know if y'all know what that is. It's a Japanese game about a dude. He's like James Bond. There was a mission you had to jump over this tank, and you couldn't do it.
Let me.
You would have to be pixel perfect on a Genesis. You had to hit it exactly the right tip of one little pixel, or if you nip the tank, you dead.
Lemon, do you know what you should do? Next time you make your video, show that game. I want to see it.
The logo 13?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I have a copy of that somewhere.
Well, and just
Ah.
a lot of the issues we have nowadays isn't because they're lazy or anything like that. The sheer size of games now compared to what they were even in the 360 era, especially the era, is they're 10, 20, 30 times. There's more to them in so many levels.
I get that. But
Well-
if you see a bug, right? Don't say release it, we'll fix it later. Battlefield 4? Do you really want me to go there? You know I'm a Battlefield guy.
No.
Battlefield, they did that.
No,
They told-
no.
2 years.
Nah.
2 years.
We also learned from
I'm
Cyber-
drowning. I'm drowning.
Hold on. What you said, Paul?
devs. That's the bean counters upstairs.
Yes. They don't care. Their answer was, we'll fix it later. And that's what DICE came out and said. We told them this game was broken. The answer to that was, we're putting it out. You'll fix it later. 2 generations of systems, and 2 years later, we were still suffering.
Yeah.
So,
Please don't. Yo, listen.
guys,
Please.
I will give my opinion about it, and then I will do
You
the
want to see a
outros.
3D Pac-Man with a bull on her legs. Facts.
No. So if I could choose any franchise, but I mean any franchise.
Diablo
right?
17.
No, don't talk about Diablo. I mean, apparently to clowns, what I heard is that Diablo is going, is that Blizzard is going under and they will not be around for many longer. That they will go bankrupt soon. So we'll see about that. But if I could pick any franchise, and I know it's a PlayStation game, but it's one of my favorite franchises. I talked about it on Lemon Show. A new Jack and Daxter would be so awesome. That character is one of my favorite band of characters. Those two, like the ferret and the guy together, is just so much. It's so funny. Now, when I think about Xbox, I'm not really all too sure. I think I'm happy with all that we got. But I always like new
You know
surprises.
what needs to make a return, Flam?
What?
Blinks.
I actually never played Blinks.
Yo, somebody shut his mic off. Yo, clean up an L6.
I never
Somebody
played
clean up this mess.
I never played the original Xbox and Xbox 360 titles, right? So I have my small collection now of 50 games from Xbox 360 and Xbox originals. But
Why do we show up here?
I know. All these young
the
kids, man, they
goddamn
don't know.
Flemish.
I can always stop the show and call it a day, guys. I'm gone. Do it yourself.
Yeah,
but
Flam,
being-
that's your homework for the rest of 2022. You're gonna have to play the classics, because what's that game that came out that looks like Blinks, the RPG with the little cats and the rats that came out this year that was very buggy and was 1080p on PlayStation 5 and 4K on Xbox. The
Monster
RPG,
Hunter?
swing the weapons. I played it at E3 in 2018. God damn it!
I think that's Monster Hunter.
What is it?
No.
Monster
No.
No, hold on. You ain't. I can't hear him. What did he say?
Monster Hunter? That's what I was
Oh
thinking.
no,
'cause
not Monster
that's
Hunter.
the
No,
other
it got
same-
these little cats, and they be having bandanas on, and
Moss?
no, it's a good RPG.
Terra?
Oh, you mean Biomutant.
Biomutant. That's what Blinks used to be like. Well, that's like Blinks. But when I saw that, I said, yo, that's Blinks.
Yeah.
Same looking style of character, action. That's what I thought. Biomutant.
Hey, Biomutant got ripped off. They weren't nominated for one award, man. Biomutant should have got. They were a hot game.
This is why they're not ripped off, because the Game Awards don't mean nothing. It's about them advertisements and the development community hanging out. It's not really about us. It's about them. That came out of developer's mouth. That's a fact. And that's disgusting. This is why I tell people don't bank on other people's opinions. When you see somebody review of a game that you played and you know it's good, and they say something stupid, don't respect them. That's still their opinion. I have an opinion. Like I said, your man Doogger's talking about Halo. I'm not discrediting nothing because that's his experience. But you have to respect that. But if you don't like it, then you say, well, that's your opinion. I'm gonna play the game, and that's what you leave it at. No matter what game you're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
I'm still
But
gonna go back through and play Halo. All of them.
listen, it's a great series. But like I said, if you take Halo 4 and compare it to the top first-person shooters that came out that year, not one of them games compete. But it's like when you're a great franchise, even in movies. I love the Fast and Furious. That 9 was trash. That was the worst one to me. I love the whole series. I didn't like it.
Dooger, what do you want to say?
Nothing. I was just like, I agree with him on that, on the Fast
Yeah,
and
because
Furious.
they went to outer space with plastic suits on with duct tape. Wait a minute. Whoa, hold up. We were talking about this the other day, right, Paul? He said eventually everybody ends up in space. Not Fast and Furious. They driving cars to outer space now? Oh, come on.
Yeah,
I just said, okay.
I hope they really make that 10th movie so
They
we
are.
can see
They
how
already
it
started.
ends.
It's gonna be 10 and 11, really.
Are they bringing Vin Diesel back? The Rock back though?
Vin Diesel asked him. We'll see what happens. He said his movie schedule is too booked.
I hope so. I really hope so.
He said The Rock said his movie schedule is too booked. He can't dedicate the time. Remember, he's a big superstar, so if he got movies booked,
He wants to be James Bond, you know? He wants to be that James Bond.
I hope not. Even though he probably would be awesome.
It would be awesome, but he would not bring the right... Yeah,
listen,
it's not the right character.
Paul, you know how much I feel about James Bond. We had that conversation the other day.
Yeah.
He doesn't fit the character.
No.
He doesn't fit the character.
No.
You got to put somebody in there that could fit the character. That's why I don't like this last dude. Besides him just shooting everything that moves. Like a Jason Statham movie. I'm sorry, James Bond is not that.
But I do want to say, I'm gonna...
Your haircut looks good, Flamish.
Thank you. My girlfriend did it. Except for this long, sweet hair.
No, we didn't ask that. We didn't ask that because I'll make sure I call her and say you was online complaining. Right? Don't do that. Don't do that.
No, it's cool. So
if you shave your face and everything, you probably look like a 9-year-old kid. Okay.
Yes, facts.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I know that I look young when I shave.
Now you should do that. You should do that for next Sunday.
No, I will do that when I get 500 subscribers. I will shave off my beard and mine.
Where you at? Let me subscribe to you on multiple fake accounts.
No, hold on. I'll make it different. I'll do it at 1,000. When I hit the 1,000 subscribers. No.
I will crawl before you walk.
I keep them 500. Okay, 500.
When you reach 500,000 subscribers, I'm gonna buy you a game.
Okay.
You gotta shave your hair.
Shower with your dad simulator.
Listen, you gotta shave your hair.
I'll shave my mustache and my beard. I'm not shave my scalp. That's
no, I don't want you. I didn't say go bald head. I ain't shaving my hair for nobody. Facial hair, I'll do that for.
I will do my. I'll shave my facial. Just cool.
And if you shave it, no problem. We'll have Paul cut some of his long ass hair off and mail it to you. You can just dye it red and put it back.
Red?
Paul should be doing old Diane commercials.
Wait. You said red? You said red?
Yeah, ain't your hair red?
Brown.
Oh, that light make it look red when you got the light on the top of your head. Yeah, that looks red. That looks red, son.
No, it's brown. But yeah, guys, I am gonna do outros now. So first of all, I want to say it was an awesome show. Dooger, where can people find you, my man?
Me?
Yeah.
On Xbox.
Okay.
That's about it.
And your name on Xbox?
Dooger 2. DOOGER 2.
Cool. Okay. We'll go to Lemon Lost so we can do that dance a little bit longer. So, Paul, where can people find you, my man?
You can find me on Twitter, CerebralPaul1, Twitch and YouTube at CerebralPaul, and on Xbox at CerebralPaul921. And you can catch up on everything that I'm doing, all the different shows that I do all week. And like I said, after Halo releases on Wednesday, I'll probably be doing an additional video, a little short video, first takes for I know for sure on my channel, and if I can get it where I'm happy enough with it, I'll also release it to 4GQ TV.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I want to see that video coming up. And Lemon, are you doing a game night today?
No, I gotta go watch a fight. I'm going to go to the Bronx and watch a fight. Javante Davis.
So you're just gonna pick a corner in the Bronx and wait for a fight to break out, which I know, you know.
If it breaks out, I'm going out the back door. My daughter be home from college Thursday.
You're too old for that crap.
Oh, I forgot. My daughter will be home from college Thursday. I got to see when her flight lands, so I don't pick her up. I'm gonna have to put her in a cab.
Maybe the Game Awards are on.
Yeah, right. Like you messing with my gaming life. Wait, hold up. I just Thursday. Oh yeah, Thursday. Oh no.
Okay, so where can people find you, man?
You can find me foremost. You can find me in the Flamish Experience. Mainly you can find me on my YouTube channel, 108 Dragons TV. Sometimes 4GQ TV and Retro Renegades and Dragons Den every Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, we always bring you that hot news. Flamish was a guest last week, or the last episode, last episode.
2 weeks
and
ago.
Mr. Tushy. Shout out to my guy with the excellent game night.
Okay, so and besides this, guys,
Nice to meet you, Dooger.
You know me, of course. I'm here, Flamish Experience. I've been on the Iron Lord just before the show. Go watch them. Was an awesome show. With Asa and Kids Move was also there. So cool. So cool being on that show. Besides that, 4GQ TV, of course. There will be a review, like an impressions video coming up of Corvus when I'm a little bit more into that game. That game is awesome. If you love flying space games, where you can explore a little bit, that's a game you want to play. So beautiful on the OLED TV. So good. Besides that, Retro Renegades. I'm there sometimes, but I'm also there on Tuesday evenings. At some point.
Hey, Flemish, I almost forgot. I just started a Twitter account. I forgot about it.
Oh, yeah, it's cool. Talk about it. Let me do his
Yeah,
dance.
It's the same as my gamer tag, Dooger 2.
Halo is life. Dooger, you are going to cross over to the Force, young Padawan. You will secure your place in history. Right next to Chief. I got you.
We will educate you. We will educate you and bring you to what it is about. Yeah?
Look,
No,
Paul on crossover. Paul in there said, listen, Paul has been getting his kills up. Let's go, Paul. Let's go.
We will see you all next week, guys. As always, you know that I'm here. New guest, new show. See you all next week. Bye.
Peace out.
See you.
Wait, you didn't say.
Hold on. I forgot to say this. Always be positive. No, stay positive. Be damn it. Stay positive, be happy.
Drinking a little bit of syrup and water. You gotta excuse him.
And shout out for Lemon for waving his tree.
That's my Zelda tree. Watch your mouth. That's not a regular tree. That's a Zelda tree. Let's go.
What difference can go back in time?
You might.
Okay, see you guys. Bye.
Paul got me in the crib.